Warm greetings to everyone present out there. I hope you all are doing great. Myself PrathamKapure, and I am a third year undergraduate student at the Electrical Engineering Department of IIT Bombay, and I am contesting for the position of General Secretary Hostel Affairs. In my second year, I was selected as the Hostel Affairs Coordinator in the Hostel Affairs Council, and during my tenure as the HAC, I served as the caretaker of Hostel 15, which involved the duties of a maintenance councillor as well as the mess councillor. Along with that, I worked extensively with the council in the COVID reboot process, and I was involved in the projects of Feed India campaign and the sharing bicycle service My Bike. In my third year, I was the member of the Student Transport Committee, and also along with that I was the Institute Indian Languages Secretary in the ICC, and I was a part of the stage play winning team at the Inter-IT Cultural Meet 5.2 held at IIT Madras. The day since I have been admitted to an institution as prestigious as IIT Bombay, the resources and facilities of this institution have fascinated me and inspired me to the highest levels, and thus it is my duty to give back to the institute in all capacities that I can. My stint in the HA Council has always guided me towards keeping the welfare of the student community at the top, and hence my motivation to contest for this position comes from my inner instinct of serving the people and helping them out for the enhancement of their in general campus experience. Sure. So, as you might know, there was a cafe cum bakery shop called Brews and Bites located at H8 during the pre-COVID tenure. So, the thing that the branded coffee outlet express service I am mentioning is that it will be a cafe cum bakery shop, and it will involve pick and grab items like let's say pastries, cakes, and other bakery items like toasts and all those things. Along with that, there will be a coffee vending machine also in there, and it will be it will have lot of consumer friendly items too, basically.
Most of those things would be available in Chayos, right? Like
no, the menu of Chayos and this would be different. Like after the Chayos is set up, I have gone to the menu of Chayos. I'll try to my maximum level that the menu of both of those are different, because Campus Hub was located at the same place which Chayos is, and Campus Hub and Brews and Bites had different menus. So we'll try our best that the menu which both the eateries are offering is different.
And given that for setting up setting up such a service, external people approach hostel council rather than the other way around, how does that work out with you?
Can I get your question again?
For setting up outlets, other people, the outlet owners, go ahead and approach hostel council rather than the other way around. So how will this work out?
So will this be like a canteen that you set up, or is it an external?
No. Same as Domino's. Basically, what we did in the case of Domino's is that Domino's just gave their shipping container to us. We provided them with a location in the SAC parking lot. The same shipping container, but it will be a small shipping container.
But Domino's was the one that approached you with this.
Yeah.
Right?
So
has anyone approached?
Yeah.
Could you just clarify?
Yeah. So basically CCD only. CCD one outlet is an academic area, and that outlet is concerned like that outlet will prepare food at that place only, because like they'll have some garlic bread, toast, and all those menu which is generally found in CCD. They'll prepare it at the site, but here there will be pick and grab items. No items will be prepared here. Sure. So why is there a need for fruit and salad center? So the YP gate shop is not accessible to the institute student who lives in hostel 12, 13, 14. Like many people do not know that there is a shop at the YP gate because they do not find it accessible. Whereas if a person finds that there is a shop near H1, many PhD people commute through that route and they'll easily get that accessible. And also there have been complaints of the YP gate shop that it is not as accessible to the students as it is to the staff.
Have you done any surveys to gauge whether the accessibility issue is true or not?
Yeah. I did groundworks. Like I went to the various messes of the institute. I talked with people like what their issues are, and I discussed with them this point also. Like I'm planning of putting up a fruit and salad center which will provide you with fresh fruits, and they said it's totally good of that.
At the very best, you would have done groundworks with around, at the very best case, 150 to 200 people. Did you have any surveys to gauge the entirety of?
No, I did not have the survey of Google form types. I just talked with people and they told me about the need. Yeah, surely. Because I have mentioned that there is a push for the execution of umbrella project. This the survey has been taken by the state office personals, and they have identified that the phase 1 of this project will run from hostel 12, 13, 14, H5, H3, H2 till Ananta Aravali. So like they have found that many people, like those people who ride cycles on the road, they have sent complaints to the administration that many times the commuters who are on the motorcycles, or let's say the vehicles which are on the road, they cause inconvenience to them due to traffic reasons, and so there is a need for a separate cycle.
Where is there a space within, let's say, the road that goes from Koeti? Where do you think there's a space to implement a cycle track?
Sure, so that's what I'm saying. The state office personnel have surveyed, and it is not the fact that continuous cycle track would be put. I can let you know the specific dimensions also. So there will be a 7.5 meter carriage road, there will be a 1.5 meter separate cycle track, and 1 meter footpath wherever it seems feasible. So basically, nearly our institute at an annual basis gives a budget of around 15 to 16 lakh rupees on the posters and flexes that are printed around the institute. So when I did the cost benefit analysis of the digital display boards, one digital display boards of an 8 by 8 square foot costs nearly around 3,96,000, so approximately 4 lakhs. And I am planning to set up 5 display boards. I have identified 5 prominent locations in the institute, and I thought that at the first place we can install these at these 5 places. Those 5 places are the main gate, the NCC T point, one in the arcade area facing LHC at the CAC building. The fourth location is H15 Aromas T point, and the 5th location is H5 T point. These points are where the traffic diverts, the people divert at various locations in the institute. And what was your question again?
How do you, so are you going to ban the use of posters?
Basically, I am aware of the fact that if I do this policy that ban all those, they would not be banned within a, let's say, 1 month or 2. It will take time, but people will know that, people will find those digital display boards catchy more than the posters, and I'm sure of that because I have experiences at IIT Madras. When I went to IIT Madras, there are no posters or flexes there. They only have this digital display system.
Why can't they do both? So, for example, I can put it up on a digital board as well as put up my flexes and posters everywhere.
Then
Why do you think people will only use the digital board if you're not banning posters altogether?
yeah, I will ban. I said I will ban, but it's not the case that it will get banned immediately. People will do this even after banning. We have to take actions.
And if there are 10 to 15 events happening at a time, how will you ensure that there is equal representation, or will you display everything?
No, sure. So basically all the display which will be done on the digital display boards, there will be a committee formed, which I am thinking of forming a committee involving various IBOCs, various councils like the Cultural Council, Sports Council, Tech Council, or all the councils that have events in the institute. So I will form a committee of all heads of them. I'll discuss upon publicity things. I'll involve the PRO officer, public relation officer, and all these sitting together will decide what exact kind of publicity will those display boards have. Yeah, so basically no contract has been signed for fast chargers. No contract has been signed for fast chargers specifically.
So you're going to sign a new contract?
Basically the proposal, I have put forward the proposals for fast chargers. So what the specifications of those chargers will be, that there will be 40 kilowatt and nearly 400 volts charger, which can DC charger, which will nearly reduce the time of charging by, let's say, 1 to 1.5 hour, which will contribute.
And what will you do differently from this tenure to increase the number of e-shuttles? Because within the contract there was already an expansion given, and that has not been followed up. What will you do differently?
Surely. So I have talked with the managers of the transport company, and they told me that since the people in the institute are ever increasing, the intake of institute is ever increasing, and I have proposed them I have mentioned a point of new routes also, that the new route will be from EACD, the back side, EACD, IDC, BMCC, and from the EMD office it will take a turn towards the library. So we'll need a shuttle at that route also. So that one shuttle is added, and I am planning of adding one shuttle also. So I have talked with them that can you add 2 shuttles. So they are like, if the response is great, we'll surely do that, and I think that will be the case. Hostel room management portal is basically, now what happens is that all the hostel room data in the hostel is collected by the hall manager manually. He goes to the room and checks whether who person is living in the room, whether he is the assigned person living in the room or not. So basically we'll develop a portal which will have like basically a map of the hostel, and it will have the room numbers along with the data of the member who is living in the room, both the participants if it is double occupancy and single occupancy if there is one person. And basically that we are planning to enhance it by also adding that whether that person has added the semester mess advance, whether all his dues are cleared, all those kinds of stuff in a single portal.
Will that be accessible to everyone?
Like, who will be able to see the dues? Will it just be the warden or will it?
Yeah, the hall manager.
Also, one last.
Well, the hall manager, and also we are planning that if the student demand access, that we also want to know that let's say there have been cases that students say that this room is assigned to me but someone else is living there. So in that case the student can request the hall manager to show him the portal and what exact kind of things there are happening.
I just have one follow-up to this question. You said that this is going to automate the process. How would you know who's living in that room? Like the data of who is assigned that room is already available, right? So how is this portal going to ensure that the people living in the room are actually living there without somebody manually going and checking it?
Yeah, so to ensure that the same person is living in the room, we have to manually check it. We have no other option. Like the hall manager, and that will be done with respect to complaints, basically. So what is the thing that hostel is given the list of room numbers and rooms and the people who are living in it. So that data will be fetched on the portal, and the hall manager will have access to it, that who is living in which room. But if there is a complaint that our room is been shifted and someone else is living there, only in that case will the hall manager check, and it happens normally too. So basically in the higher fire safety standards, as I mentioned just after that, there will be fire mock drills and trainings. So I am planning, I have talked with the security officer, and he has a technology of microchip which is installed just beside the fire extinguisher, and that chip has a QR code which will show you all the fire precautions which you need to take in case of an emergency. Also I have talked with the security officers to have a basically fire guard to each and every hostel, one fire guard to each and every hostel, who can check upon these things in a interval. So basically I talked with him regarding the interval, that what intervals can he check whether these safety standards are being maintained or not. So he told that nearly 1 week is feasible, because the fire alarms in most of the hostels are not working. Sure. I would like to end this conversation by urging you all to go through my manifesto and show enthusiasm and proactivity in participating in this electoral festival. I promise you all that I will carry out all my duties and responsibilities in a decisive manner and ensure that the Hostel Affairs Council is accessible, accountable, transparent and legitimate towards each and every student of IIT Bombay, and ensure that no stone is left unturned in the stint towards greatness. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.